So our condition of the month this week is blood pressure. So what is blood pressure? Well, I mean, blood pressure is the stuff that raises up when you get stressed and wound up. And given our current economic climate, I suspect people's blood pressure is that little bit higher than it has been a few years ago. It's also a major killer. As your blood pressure goes up, your incidence of stroke goes up, heart attacks goes up, the whole lot. It's one of the, they're one of the major killers in westernised society. Now, for years, people have looked at blood pressure and thought, oh, we just need to give tablets and then we can lower it that way. That's not a sensible approach. Just literally by making some very, very simple lifestyle modifications with your diet, your exercise levels, you can naturally reduce blood pressure. So it can put a lot of strain on your kidneys, it can literally affect every part of your body. But what is classed as normal blood pressure? Now, if you look at the Blood Pressure Association from the UK, they state 120 over 80 should be your normal blood pressure readings, okay? And it's basically, that's the elasticity within the vessels of pressure changes going out from the heart and coming back again and what it should be. However, if you actually really look around it, 110, 115 over about 70, 75 seems to be more in keeping with our ancestors and communities that haven't really been westernised in their lifestyle with their diets, and they're still doing lots and lots of exercise. So we're going to try and, you really want to try and keep your blood pressure at that lower end if you can. So, stressed out. This is very, very true. Some people are more predisposed to stress, okay? Interestingly enough, it can actually be familial. So certain groups of society, so Afro-Caribbean, Southeast Asians, have a much higher level of blood pressure than sort of westernised Caucasian parts of society. But can you lower that? Yes, absolutely. Again, if you look at your weight, if you try and keep your weight down, that has a big difference on your blood pressure. Go and look at the How to Get Healthy blogs and you'll get a lot of information from that. Interesting enough, if you lower your weight by 5 kilograms, you actually lower your blood pressure by 5 points. In old money, 5 kilograms is 11 pounds. But 5 points reduction on your blood pressure lowers your chance of stroke by 20%. Big difference. So a little bit of effort makes a big difference on your chance of actually having a stroke and staying healthy. So limit your salt intake. Most people's diets at the moment are around 12 to 15 grams of table salt a day, which is just bog standard straight sodium chloride. It should be less than 5, and ideally it should be sea salt, because sea salt has got lots of natural minerals in it which your body can benefit from. Alcohol. Alcohol is a biggie. Alcohol makes a massive difference on our blood pressure levels, especially if you're a Friday and Saturday night binge drinker, which at some point in our lives we can all be accused of doing. So try and keep it to a minimum. Again, try and keep that blood pressure down. Exercise. Exercise makes a massive difference. In fact, it probably makes the biggest difference to the blood pressure. You should be doing 30 minutes of moderate to heavy exercise every day. Now, I know a lot of people don't get around to doing that. Let's try and find a little bit of information there. If you're going for your diet, again, try and keep the fibre levels up, which is effectively based around the vegetables. So again, try and keep your vegetables up, fibre stays up, blood pressure stays down. Smoking, we all know smoking makes a difference on blood pressure. It thickens up the walls of the arteries. They don't have the elasticity. Your blood pressure goes through the roof. Learn stress management. This is a biggie, okay? Mind-body groups that were tested over, I believe it was Harvard University, actually lowered their blood pressure massively. In fact, some of them came off all of their blood pressure medication just from doing mind-body exercises, so relaxation. If you can go to yoga classes, do it. If you can learn to do self-meditation or group meditation, do it. Tai Chi, Qigong, do it. They all make a difference. And the last one, the reason that we're talking about this, is the chiropractic adjustment. So if you're seeing a chiropractically educated practitioner, like myself and my colleagues, research has categorically shown that you can lower the blood pressure after an adjustment. One of the studies, which was done on 80 people and was published in 2001 in the Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapeutics, showed that they actually reduced people's blood pressure by between 7.8 and 13.8%. And in another study, which was done in the Journal of Human Hypertension, they concluded that a chiropractic adjustment was as effective at reducing blood pressure as a 2-drug combination of medications. So what would you rather do? Would you rather change your lifestyle and have an adjustment, or spend the rest of your life on medications with all the potential side effects that come from taking those medications? Anyway, little thought to leave you with, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.